Welcome to a return to oneness. My name is Eddie, and I help people open their hearts. Today's discussion is from the book Reflections, Being in the World and Not of It. Chapter 23. Let love set you free. Today's quote is, "Anger imprisons you. Love sets you free." Many believe that anger is justified when they have been treated unfairly. However, in truth, anger is never justified, for it truly is like a thief in the night, and it robs us of our greatest gift, that of peace. Nearly 2,000 years ago, the great teacher, the great master, said to those who had come to hear him, "If the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken into." Most truly have never understood what this simple verse means, for they have no idea that the thief being alluded to within it is anger. And to understand this, we need look no farther than the word anger itself. Although anger carries the meaning of rage or fury, the intention of the word anger is found in the origin of the word, which is the Latin word furus, and carries with it the meaning of thief. Yet, the verse becomes strikingly clear when we recognize that the word house, as given within the verse, refers to the mind. Thus, the verse is simply letting us know that one who has mastery over his mind would be watchful for anger, such that he would not allow anger to rob his mind of his peace. As you can see, anger is a thief. But what creates anger? Quite simply, anger always arises when we think that we have been unfairly treated. In other words, we judged either another person or an experience as having harmed us either emotionally or physically. Furthermore, judgments of this type always creates anger within us. Therefore, it can be said that anger imprisons us because of the judgments made. For judgments always chain us to conflict, both internally and externally. When anger arises, we are no longer at peace. And since peace arises from love, then when we are angry, we are not experiencing love. In truth, we have separated ourselves from the love for which we are. And when we separate ourselves from love, we will always feel conflicted. Yet, we never need to feel conflicted again, nor do we ever need to experience anger again. While these statements appear whimsical, they aren't. For all we need do is be vigilant for when we perceive anger arising within us. And rather than allowing it to rob us of our peace, we can immediately choose again. For we can choose love, thus peace, in that very moment. The choice is always ours, and our power rests upon the choices we make. No one can make us angry, for no one has power over how we feel. Only we have the power to feel what we do in any given situation. The feelings are ours. They arise from within us, and we always have the ability to choose again. But to have peace, we must be willing to desire only peace. We must come to recognize that peace truly is our greatest treasure. Today, do not allow anger to rob you of your peace. If you find yourself becoming angry with someone or some situation, then simply choose again. Choose peace instead. Choose to be the love for which you are. Then, rather than binding yourself to conflict, you will be free, for love will have set you free. As a holy child of God, peace is your birthright. Peace is your inheritance. But anger will always rob you of your treasure. It will always rob you of your peace of mind. And without peace, you do not have anything. For only in peace can you be in Christ consciousness. It is for this reason that Jesus, the great Master, was known as the Prince of Peace. When he gave us the parable of the master of the house, he was simply advising us to be vigilant for when anger arises, because anger is a thief and it will rob you of everything that is truly precious. It will not only rob you of your peace, but if your peace is gone, you have also lost your love and joy. And when that happens, you will be in conflict. And that conflict will become the experiences that you have. Is anger worth losing your peace? Is becoming angry that important? Those are questions that we each must ask ourselves every time that we feel anger arise within us. The word furus, which is the Latin word where the word anger came from, not only means thief, but it also means devil incarnate. Therefore, when you become angry, you become the devil incarnate. You become the devil in the flesh, enraged, believing that you have been hurt, and you strike out against those who you believe hurt you. Yet in truth, when you do that, you only hurt yourself. In any given moment, you have a choice. even in that moment that someone says something to you that you believe has hurt you or has offended you. If you feel anger arising within you, stop and ask yourself the most important question that you can ask yourself in that moment. Is this worth me losing my peace? Is this worth me being in conflict? If you truly desire peace, then you already know the answer. But if you do not know what peace is, then you will treasure anger, and you will be the devil in the flesh. The choice is always yours. In any moment, in any situation, you can choose to be love. And because you choose to be love, you will know peace. Again, what you do and what you experience comes from the very beliefs that you hold within your mind. If you believe that anger gives you the power over someone or something, then you have placed your belief in something that can only hurt you and cause you misery and suffering in the end. Because you can, in that moment, choose to be what you are in truth. You can choose to be the perfect, holy extension of God Himself. You can choose to be the love that you are. And you will never not know peace. For you cannot separate love and peace. They go hand in hand. So today, when you feel anger arise within you, simply laugh it away and say to yourself, today I choose peace. Today I choose to be the love that I am in truth. Thank you for listening. Peace, love, and joy to all.